Guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a new video. Today's update is a little bit later than usual because my lordy, there was a lot of price action already today and a lot of nice trades to take. Of course, I'm talking about the nice pump that we have seen so far for BTC. Before we go into dive into the charts, please do me a favor. Like and subscribe or share this video with your friends if you think it's useful, because also only a fraction of you who are watching those videos are subscribed, so you would really do me a favor if we can push those subs to 100k. Alright, without further ado, let's start diving into the charts. And first I want to start off here with the BTC USD pair on the hourly with a regular RSI for once. And there you can see how much we were overbought this morning. This was the early Europe session, and this is kind of New York so far. And we were all the way up to 82.5, so that's pretty overbought. As you can see, we stayed there for quite a while before we kind of retracing to a little bit more neutral level. And just because we're overbought already here at what is it, 23,500 ish, doesn't mean right away that we're going down. We went all the way up to 24,200, and that was exactly the 78.6 of the FIB, measured from the high here to the bottom here, all the way back up to 78.6. and it looks like now we're kind of stalling here at the golden pocket. And also, if I go down on the smaller time frames here on the 30-minute, you could see how much overbought we were. Also on the 15 minutes, very nice to see. Actually, we were already also here overbought quite fast. What is that, 23,000 ish, 23,300 before we yeah, even moved higher, and now coming down on these RSIs. Fun to see. I'm just gonna take this out for now, and I'm gonna show you where I'm looking at. So again, this is then the hourly for BTC, and you could a lot of people are saying, well, I'm a little bit scared that we might bark pattern out of this, so we're going higher, sideways, and then going lower. I have to say that I do not think that's gonna happen, because usually with these bar patterns it is a swift move up, sideways action, and then a swift move down. And it looks like right now that we are stalling here on the hourly. Let me zoom in a little bit, then it's a little bit more clear, and that we're kind of finding some support here. That would actually be super nice. What I'm looking out for a possible short is, as you can see, if I extend this, we are right here in that support and resistance box that we have drawn out before, is that we maybe kind of do something like this, where this goes higher and then lower, and that then the hourly will do something like this. Then we have a beautiful bearish divergence on the hourly. That would be very, very nice. If that doesn't happen, that we maybe do something like this. We go much higher, all the way to a little bit higher than, oh sorry, a little bit higher than 24,800, and that we then SFP from this top right here. So we are trying to create a higher high. That doesn't work out, and then the candle closes below this point right here, and then we have a beautiful swing filled pattern, and that will definitely be a trade that I'm taking. What I'm also looking out for is the top right here. That is still the wick. There I have 25,228. I have wrote down the wick from Bybit, because the wick from this chart from Bitfinex is much higher, 26,595. And if I zoom out and I go to the right, then you can see exactly here what I mean. This was the wick on this one, and on Bybit it was much lower. And the funny thing is, so this was, I think, during the Luna dump, if I'm not mistaken. So you can see that here on Bybit it went 5% lower on that mega dump at that time. Now, why do I like the one on Bybit more? Because A, I'm trading mostly on Bybit, so if you want to trade, then check out the affiliate link in the description. But also is that we have right there a beautiful golden pocket, so it would make a lot of sense for me if we are going higher, that we do something like this, big wick up into the golden pocket, and then a wick down, and then we have a beautiful swing filled pattern close below this level right here, and then we can trade this lower, and then actually we would also create on a very macro time frame a bearish divergence, I think, on the 4 hourly or even on the daily. So that will be super nice. Not there yet, of course. This is still quite the move to go, I think. Let me check. Yeah, that would be another 5%, so that's quite a lot, but I have to say it looks actually pretty bullish. If we're looking out here on the 4 hourly, then you can see that yes, it looks like maybe this wants to round up a little bit, but usually we do not really wick down right away. So something tells me that there is maybe another move to go before we are going lower. Also on the hourly, I think it also looks pretty good. Like yes, we are coming down here, but like I said, it would be nice if we make another hump. Money flow looks kind of okay. We found some support here, and on the smaller time frames, like the 15-minute money flow, pretty thick in the green, so that looks good. And I think if the bears really wanted to push the price down, then it would have happened already. If you're really trading on small time frames, look at this money flow on the 5-minute. Absolutely insane. I usually like to trade 12-minute for bears divergences. Yes, you had them here so far, as you can see. Momentum waves are going lower. Also now the money is coming down, but look at the price. I mean, it's just not really moving here to the downside. Yes, you had the price here going higher, but now kind of you enter, then you trade. If we're looking at the current price action from, let's say, here the top to where we are right now, approximately 1%. So that also tells me that the bulls right now are in play, and that's why I'm thinking we can go higher before you maybe go lower. Let's say we would dump down, then of course we have here this little bit of a box where we have all these spikes, these highs right here. As you can see, let me also draw that out. We have one here, one here, one here. Then we have a cluster here, and we have one here, and this was a tiny one. And here we have another one. So if we are going lower, then I'm looking out for this level right here, the 23,440-ish. That will be a nice level, or let's say 23,500 if you want to be sure for the trade to be picked up. So that actually would be very nice. Also, let's say we are going even lower than that. Then I'm looking out for, let's say, this top all the way here to this wick. And then we have a golden pocket just underneath. That is 23,000 to, let's say, 23,100. That will be the golden pocket right here. So if we would go lower and then do something like a W pattern or a bullish divergence, I will definitely hump on that trade. There will be also then the textbook reversal. I don't know with the current price action if we would go that low. I actually I am now looking out for to maybe already enter somewhere around this level if I see something like a bullish divergence on smaller time frames like the 12-minute that we are right now, or the 5-minute or something. This actually looks pretty good. Like, so if we could do something like this right now, then I think I will take it as well. Then you can see this looks actually quite nice, because then we maybe have a bullish divergence like this. That would be very nice. Matter of fact, let me actually turn off from this the 38.2. Is that oh, the 38.2 is a little bit lower, so that's at 23,500-ish. Yeah, okay, so anyways, that could be a little bit lower, but that is a possible trade I'm looking out for. I really want to see some confirmation that we are really bottoming out, or what also could be is that we're doing something, just a classical W pattern, just a double low here. That would also be super nice. Don't always need to have my bullish or bearish divergence, just a W pattern. That will be super nice. Then I'll also take the trade. Dollar index, this one is interesting actually to look at, because I talked about this support and resistance box on the 4-hourly. We dipped in, we went lower, dipped in, and now we're going lower again. But it actually just looks like that we are creating this beautiful triangle pattern right here. Sorry, I have to say an ascending triangle. That usually breaks out to the upside. You can also see that measured here from the bottom to the top, that also here perfectly the golden pocket just plays out, that we just dipped in on the 4-hourly, and now it looks like we're going higher again. If this goes higher, then of course I'm aiming that BTC will go lower again, but for now it is kind of just stalling sideways, so I think it will take at least another day before we maybe see a breakout. But this is interesting to see that we also just see a beautiful pattern here, including the golden pocket playing out. Then I want to quickly take it to the S&P 500, most important index. I don't know, guys, I don't know. We have two support and resistance lines right here. This was an important one, and actually the top is the most important one for me. There you can see that we have so many touch points right here. We have one here, 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 And then here we have multiple touch points. This is a full cluster, and it looks like that we're fighting with it again. So I'm thinking if we cannot break this support and resistance line, so this one is for me at 4,165, then I think we are going to roll over and we are going lower, and then of course BTC I think will also go lower. If we are able to break it this time, then I think also BTC will go higher. To be honest, so far on the market, Cipher B indicator for the 4-hourly doesn't look all too bad. The money flow is a little bit curving, but not that much. So maybe with 1 or 2 green 4-hourlies candles, I think that this maybe has another move up. So that will be very interesting to see. That is what I am focusing on. Let me see, and then on the hourly, what do we have here? This actually also still looks pretty okay. We have a thick money flow, as you can see, some waves up and down, yes, you could say, okay, there are maybe some bearish divergences here. The money goes a little bit higher, sorry, the momentum wave goes lower and the price goes a little bit higher, but I am not too afraid of it actually right now. If I really see him rolling over on the 4-hourly, then I think that will be it, and then we're going lower. I actually then really looking out for this low right here that we put in. That will be 4,088-ish. If we are closing 4-hourlies underneath, or even a daily, then I think it's game over, and then we're going lower. Alright guys, that will be it for now. Hope you like this kind of updates. If you do, then please show me a favor. Do me a favor, I mean. Like and subscribe, and also share this video with your friends if you think this is useful, or just leave me a comment. Thank you guys so much. See you in the next one tomorrow again. Bye bye.